A man, old, thin, he stood completely still. Rain pounded the highway like the sky had burst open. Mark Turner tightened his grip on the steering wheel as their SUV cut through the darkness. The road stretched ahead for miles, empty and shining under the storm. Somewhere behind them was the last town they had passed, and somewhere ahead was the next one. His wife, Dana, rubbed her arms and stared out the windshield. "I don't like this road," she said quietly. "It's just a storm," Mark replied. "We'll hit the next town soon." In the back seat, their 8-year-old daughter Lily sat under a blanket, half asleep. A loud crack of thunder shook the car. Then the engine coughed. Mark frowned. The SUV jerked once. Then again. "Oh no," he muttered. The dashboard lights came on, and the engine went silent. The car rolled slowly before stopping on the shoulder of the empty highway. For a moment, the only sound was rain hammering against the roof. Mark tried the key again. Nothing. He tried again. Still nothing. Dana checked her phone. "No signal," she said. Mark checked his. Same thing. "Great," he sighed. Lily leaned forward between the seats. "Dad, yeah. There's someone outside." Mark looked up through the rain and headlights. A figure stood on the road ahead of the car. A man, old, thin. His clothes hung heavy from the rain. He stood completely still. Dana sat up straight. Where did he come from? Mark shook his head slowly. The highway had been empty seconds ago. The old man slowly lifted his arm. He pointed to the right side of the road. Mark followed the direction. A narrow dirt path led away from the highway into darkness. The old man didn't speak. He only kept pointing. Dana whispered, "Mark, this is weird." The man stepped forward and walked slowly toward the dirt road. Then he stopped and turned back, waiting, almost like he expected them to follow. Mark hesitated. "We can't just sit here all night," he said. The rain kept coming harder.
"Let's try pushing the car down that path. Maybe there's a house or something." Dana didn't look convinced, but she nodded. They stepped out into the cold rain and began pushing the SUV. The old man walked ahead of them, staying just far enough in front to be seen through the headlights. He never spoke, never turned fully around. He just kept leading them down the muddy road. After about a minute, lights appeared through the trees. A small gas station sat at the end of the path. Bright lights, open doors, 2 pickup trucks parked outside. Mark laughed in relief. "You've got to be kidding me," he said. They pushed the SUV into the parking lot. A mechanic ran out to help them. "You folks okay?" "Yeah," Mark said, breathing hard. "Car just died on the highway." Dana turned around. "Where did that man go?" Mark looked behind them. The dirt road was empty. The old man was gone. Just rain and darkness. Inside the station, the mechanic handed them towels. "You said someone helped you?" he asked. "An old guy," Mark said. "He led us down that dirt road." The mechanic slowly set the towel down. "Did he say anything?" "No," Dana said. "He just pointed." The mechanic looked uneasy. He walked to the wall and pointed at a framed photo. It showed an old black and white picture of a man standing beside a tow truck. Mark felt his stomach drop. It was the same man. "That's him," Mark said quietly. The mechanic nodded. "That man used to run this station," he said. "What do you mean used to?" Dana asked. "He died in a crash about 15 years ago, right out on that highway." The room went silent. Lily looked up. "But he helped us." The mechanic slowly nodded again. "You're not the first people to say that." Mark frowned. "What do you mean?" The mechanic stepped outside and pointed down the highway. 3 miles past where you broke down. The bridge collapsed last winter during a storm." Dana felt cold run through her chest. "If you had kept driving tonight," the mechanic said quietly, "you would have reached that bridge in about 5 minutes." Rain continued to pour outside. Mark looked back toward the dark dirt road. For a long moment, nobody spoke. Then Lily whispered softly, "I think the ghost saved us."